What's up, everybody? What's good? What's good?
Go to Seaton. Kick us off with Tyler. Sorry.
Hey Jordan, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. Obviously, you've played some really good ball the last couple weeks. I mean, how much do you feel like your confidence is growing with each game here in your freshman season?
Confidence been starting in practice. Going against those guys who, getting 7 sacks in a game, they really push me every single day, and I feel like I haven't faced anybody that's as good as those guys in practice.
Hey Jordan, Brian Allen, the goalie of Cameron.
It's good.
We saw a lot of guard rotations the other day. How does that affect you when there's so many different next to you from series to series, quarter to quarter?
I don't feel like it affects me at all because I just make sure that I handle my job. Um, I think it's actually kind of good because sometimes when guys get tired, they start to lose those techniques. They start to lose those communication skills that I value in pass pro and run games. And I feel like bringing in somebody that's keeping them fresh and keeping them ready to go, I feel like it's a good idea.
Ron Scholes from Rocky Report. I was just curious if you could speak to how much this group has grown and improved over the last 7 games.
Yeah, every game for us has been a growing point. As far as like offensive line that I could speak of, um, having those tough like tribulations and trials in the beginning, I feel like that kind of made us realize that when we in practice and we have those like hard days where it's like maybe I don't want to do it. You got to do it because then in the game you have to do it or we're going to lose.
Nick, go ahead.
Hey Jordan, Nikki Edwards, U Sports Report. Just curious, how has this year lived up to your expectations on what you had maybe preseason?
Like my expectations,
Yeah.
my expectations were high for me personally. So everybody said I did a good job last game. I feel like I didn't really play my best, personally. I still got a lot to work on, and my expectation is ultimately the league be the first tackle off the board. So whatever comes with that, I'm gonna have to work for it. I don't really set like really like in season goals because then you get comfortable, and then there's that guy who's hungry, and then he just kills you. You know.
Hey Jordan, background Associated Press. What's it like for to pass block for someone who can make things happen in the pocket?
I actually like having Sador back there. He helps me. He helps me in my pass rush a lot. Sometimes you got a lot of quarterbacks who are eager to get out the pocket, which can ultimately change the rest of the defense. And I feel like he's calm, he's settled, and having a calm quarterback makes me more calm. So I feel like it's like Mike and Ike with me and Shador. So I appreciate him. I appreciate him.
Alan, go ahead.
Hey Jordan, when you came here, he was 4-8, and a bit of a risk for you. Now 5-2, everything's out in front of you. How would you describe the team's level of belief right now with so much possible?
The ceiling for us is so high, which kind of makes it like scary to how good we could be. But could and should don't win. So I feel like once we all, well, like we're doing right now, as we're building and we're coming together and finding those little pieces that make a team as good as they can be. And I feel like just us every day in practice is trying to get better and accomplish what we got to do.
Jake, go ahead.
Hey Jordan,
It's good.
What's up, man? When you committed, you said, if you're a dog going out coming to Colorado, you guys have a lot of recruiting momentum right now. What's your message to those recruits out there?
To those recruits, really, you see what happens when you believe. You really just got to believe. I took a big risk coming here. Trav took a big risk at Jackson State. I feel like no risk for no reward, you know? So don't go where it's like, everybody goes there, everybody goes there. I feel like you should just come here, bet on yourself. And as you see, we bet on ourselves. We're starting to win some games.
Adam, go
Hi,
ahead.
Jordan. Adam Mr. Tiger, 24/7 Sports. You were that five-star recruit just a year ago, getting all the pats on the back, and obviously you've had a lot of eyes on you here. What is that process like for you to keep your head down and stay humble throughout this process?
Coach Phil, he never lets me get comfortable. He always finds something that I can work on. So I feel like for that, that's what I most appreciated. And I think a while back I said it coming here. A lot of schools would tell me how good I was, and Coach Prime he told me 3 things I needed to work on. So I feel like always that was keep me grounded to a point where it's like you got more in you. You could do more. You could be better than what you already are.
Mike, go ahead.
So man, chilling though.
Hey man, so how do you handle all that pressure with all those colleges coming at you, and I'm sure they offered the bag and everything else? What made you just say like, you know, I want to be here with coach and just do something great with the rest of the group?
Well, NIL is cool, but the real money's in the league, you know. So you can't. I'll give up whatever they're doing now for first round, 26, So, but yeah, it's just everybody thinks different, Not everybody's as mature in this stage of high school football coming into college, and I feel like you just got to find what works for you. And Colorado worked for me, you know.
Like, Jordan, just want to ask you about your opponent this
Yeah.
week. Cincinnati's been playing some good defense. They got some good guys on the edge. What are you seeing out of them as far as the challenges they present for you guys?
They're gonna play hard like every team plays against us. They're gonna play fast, but we also play fast and we also play hard. I feel like it's more so not about what they do, but how we do. If we, make the right push calls, block the right guys, communicate the right blitzes, um, and just all be on the same page, I feel like that is really what's going to ultimately come down to. And I feel like if nobody could beat us if we don't beat ourselves.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey Jordan, can you just talk about the development of the run game? Struggled maybe a little bit early, then it seemed like maybe a shift, and now
Yeah.
you guys have started to, 3 of the last 4 really gain some momentum. How does it feel on that line?
But it feels good to run the ball. Passing 70 times is it's fun to watch the door throw, but my legs do get tired sometimes. But yeah, the run game's been a big emphasis this year for us. Coach Phil, Coach Pat, um, all the good teams they run the ball. They're able to RPO off it. Then once they bring the box in, they put eight in the box. Now we go head top over top with guys like Will Shepard and stuff. So I feel like opening up the run game and being more consistent with the run game will help open everything else that we have with our great OC that we got.
Follow up to that, I saw you coming off the field at UCF with Coach Lodeholt and kind of arm in arm, kind of smiling. What is your relationship with him like? I mean, this guy was a first time offensive line coach, but it seems like you guys are really starting to build a rhythm.
Yeah, Coach Phil Lohart, that's my dog. He played right tackle. His background is it's pretty sick. He has the cars that we want. He has the money that we all trying to get. So I feel like me personally, I like listening to people who done it. And I feel like not I don't feel like I know that he has done it, and it's proof that he has done it. So why not just listen to him and just take his advice? You can't if it don't work, it don't work. But I'd rather try and find out, myself.
Couple more, go ahead, Troy.
Jordan, you were kind of thrown into the fire right away. I'm curious, did you ever have like a welcome to college football moment, and how much more comfortable are you now than you were 2 months ago?
I think spring game was welcome to college football moment for me. Um, I was actually I was that was the most nervous I ever been. It was like it probably wasn't even that packed. It was like probably like 35, maybe 35,000 people. But to me, that's the biggest crowd I ever played in. I feel like spring game was like welcome to college football, and then Nebraska was a good game, but that was I don't even got no words for that game.
Tyler, go ahead.
Jordan, you're not the only true freshman getting some run on the offense with Traylon Miller. Also, he had his first touchdown the other day.
Yeah.
What's it like having a fellow true freshman kind of go through this that's getting some early playing time as well?
It's good. We both just get to learn together. We both get to grow together. And, me and him are going to be a big special duo for the next couple of years to come here.
Last one, Pat, go ahead.
Hey Jordan, background associate press again. You said Coach Brian had 3 things for you to work on. Can you share how you doing on those 3 things?
Oh, yeah. He said it was a minute ago. Don't quote me on it.
That's what all this is for.
Ah! Ah! Trying to give me a second. Oh, I know one of them was core. He was like, you got a weak core. Um, you need to get stronger in your legs. And third one, it had to do with something about like being more in shape because he's a tempo team, and I came in like a little bit sluggy, a little bit, even though I was at IMG, but wasn't like college in shape, you know. So if I'm not mistaken, it was those three things, around those three things. Yeah, yeah, we're doing way better on everything, especially tempo. We 100 snaps a day.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you guys. Have a good one.